Hi, Jen Gilchrist here, your soul success mentor, and I support heart-centered women and spiritual entrepreneurs who are ready to take their message to the next level, really aligning with their true soul gifts and message so that they can make a big impact in the world while experiencing new levels of freedom in their life that I know they know in their heart they're meant to experience and that they desire. So today I'm going to be doing a reading for April 25th through May 1st in 2016. That's going to help give some insights and inspiration on really aligning with how to really get your message out in the big way that I know that you desire. So let's begin. I'm working with Messages from Your Angels Oracle deck from Doreen Virtue. Let's see what they have here. It's pretty simple. Extra one for later. All right, so let's see what the first card is. Ooh. Omega. Victory. Your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. So this is beautiful. One of the first things I'm noticing is that the Omega sign, that circle, right? Again, we've been talking a lot about, working through this transition of letting go of old, stepping into new, this balance. Last week was a lot about, the last couple of weeks has really been balancing your masculine and feminine, like really paying attention on a day-to-day basis. Like, how am I giving? How am I receiving? And staying grounded in the present so that you can take inspired action as opposed to effort. And this right here is just signifying that you're doing a great job, right? Your vision is right on track. Your actions are in alignment and you're moving forward, and you just keep your eye on the prize and you're heading in the right track. And I'm noticing the unicorn. And again, it's that, I feel like that connection to divine. And it's also that purity, right? It's that pure connection to allowing God's wisdom to, that is there for you to flow through you in your experience. And as you share your message, it really allows you to get out of that any ego's fear, and you can get you back into that place of service and just sharing from truth with a capital T. And again, victory, your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the great work. So that's super awesome. Great job on all of that. And the next card is Ariel, and it says, new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. So again, it's like honoring your sensitivities is what a card we've been getting a lot in different ways of being said, right? That you're really let go of old, you've opened up to more of room for allowing your authentic self to shine through, right? And you're more open to your spiritual gifts. So it's about just, noticing if any fear comes up, if any sabotaging, procrastination, or anything is coming up, just allowing yourself to work through that and continue to step into allowing your spiritual gifts to open. It's a natural part of who you are, right? You're a child of God, you're a spiritual being, and really allowing that spiritual connection to come into your body and be expressed through you is how you're going to be fulfilled. It's how you're going to be a magnet for the people that you're here to help serve and share with. And it's going to be what's most fulfilling for you at the same time. Because really all of that, being in alignment with your highest path and purpose and your gifts and sharing them, like all of that is going to be just as much as a gift for you as it is to the world. And so it's definitely a win-win. And so don't be afraid. Just allow yourself to continue opening up into that space and trusting and allowing. And you do that through how you've been doing that, keeping in balance with your masculine and feminine, and allowing yourself to stay connected and stepping forward authentically. And again, through study, prayer, and meditation. So just really allowing that balance space is that we've been doing over the last few weeks, that we've been guided to do, is what's really opening up and keeping you centered and quieting the chatter enough to be open to hearing your intuition, your guidance, God's wisdom. So that's really, really important to keep up. It's really just a way of being. I've noticed being a highly sensitive person, I learned that it's like self-care and balance would be beneficial for everyone. Meditation, self-care would be beneficial for everyone. But for someone who is highly sensitive and energetically open in that way, it's a vital necessity. It's an essential basis for you to have to know your business steps, to know what's in alignment, to know what steps to take to find the fast tracks, to just be that beacon of light that's going to attract the right situations, people, and clients to you. So it behooves you to not think of it as something that, well, if I have time, because generally it'll be the first thing to go. right? Gets put on the back burner. I'm guilty sometimes myself, right? But it's just so important to, as much as you can, just incorporate balance and realize that that is an essential foundation of how you get to actually take steps more quickly, how you get to move forward more quickly, right? Without the effort. We're just used to effort. It's kind of like a programmed way of being, 40-hour work weeks, work really hard, that doesn't really work. So just know that you're on the right track, and all that reflecting and being in nature and balancing and honoring the masculine and feminine, balancing and honoring, your emotions and your sensitivities. That is how you're going to just get to take those action steps one or two at a time. That's how you're going to have your answers to your prayers and the guidance, divine guidance, come to you and through you. Okay, so the last card. This is the third card. Patience. Now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future you'll synthesize your knowledge into action. So if you're feeling guided to, it's interesting, I see green, which this time I'm just noticing healing energy. So that's Archangel Raphael. His aura vibrates green, emerald green. And so if you're feeling called to healing work, or if there's any kind of study that you are looking towards, it's a good time. We're always going to be teachers and students in our business and in our life on, the spiritual path as a heart-centered entrepreneur. So just knowing that if you're being guided, then that's important. And just knowing that even, I think a lot of just being a student sometimes of, of your own emotions, of taking inventory on your own life, like we've been called to do the last couple of months, just being aware of learning and growing and healing. And then you to take that forward into being able to have even bigger insights and breakthroughs to share with your clients and with the world in that big way. And this card fell out, so it's kind of a punctuation, and it's Mystique. It says, keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answers. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. And so this is about staying in inspired actions. Like the balance part is really important, being, grounded and centered into finding that space of giving and receiving to yourself and giving and receiving to others, and being in meditation and prayer, but then taking action. You can't always just have all the ideas up in here. You have to ground it into inspired action. So this is kind of the action aspect of all of the reflecting and all of the answers and all of the learning that you've been doing. And it kind of, again, I just been called this for like the last month. It's interesting because she usually doesn't only has like one unicorn in her decks, but you got the black unicorn and the white unicorn. And again, it's just reminding me yin and yang. It's masculine and feminine. It's just stay on the train and keep going forward, like keep moving forward, but staying in that balance of the masculine and feminine, of being in prayerful meditation and taking inspired and divinely guided action. So that's just the key that has been coming to us for a while. And if you find yourself, hitting anywhere where you're feeling stuck and you start efforting, the sooner that you can catch that, and the sooner you can give yourself, whether it's a 10-minute dance break, whether it's a walk around the block, whether it might require a day trip, right? Like, you never know, but just allowing yourself to tune into your body's wisdom. It's kind of where I like to go back to. I teach a TLC body meditation to my clients, and it's about, the T stands for talk to your body, the L is listen to your body's wisdom and needs, and C is commit to taking action. So when you can just tune back in, when you're noticing yourself get into that effort, just tuning back into yourself, giving yourself a few minutes to just calm, close your eyes and breathe, and ask, what do I need to be feeling in balance and on track and rejuvenated to move forward. Pay attention to what signs, thoughts, ideas you get, or maybe you have a go-to list of things. Like for me, it could be listening to a particular playlist. It could be hot salt bath or massage. It might be a walk in nature. And so just pay attention to your body's needs. And I was being called to look at this card one more time. Like I may have missed something. So it's just going back to this patience card, right? And it's just, what I got just now is look back into your heart for your answers. So when you're in that space of, if you're having trouble making a decision, it's just like connecting back to your heart and just asking for your heart's wisdom. That's connected to a divine wisdom all times. You can find any answer there. And then again, if you're feeling called to really learn something new, you're being called to take what you've learned and gathered and put it into action. So I just wanted to repeat this. Now it's time to learn, study, and gather information and enjoy being a student, because in future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. I feel like some of you are ready to put this stuff into action, but if you're feeling confused, or if you have some different things that might be coming to you in terms of classes or ideas or options, just sink into your heart and ask, which one brings me closer to my path? Which one does this bring me closer to my highest path and purpose, or further from it? And just kind of feel in your body what your answer is, and that'll help navigate you to find, to feel the alignment as you go forward if you're confused about a decision. Ask, which one brings me closer to my highest path? And you'll be able to feel a difference, I think, when you ask that, especially as a sensitive, intuitive entrepreneur. And oh my gosh, so I just shuffled these again. The first card came back out again. So this is definitely an explanation to that. Victory, your desires coming to fruition, keep up the good work. So it's just reiterating, as you continue to go through those steps often throughout the day, and as you make your choices, you will hit your mark, right? You'll be in victory with your highest good. So that is the message for today. And I'd love to offer anyone who's going through some changes and is really just feeling like this nudging inside of them, that they are ready to take their business and their message out into the world in a bigger way. But maybe you're noticing that you're hitting some procrastination or some fears, or maybe you're just not sure how that looks, right? What steps to take. We always in truth really do know, but sometimes our fears can mask and be tricky. And if that's the case, I'd love to support you in a 45-minute soul success clarity session that's complimentary with me, where we can get on the phone and take a look at, where are you feeling stuck? Where do you want to be? Where are you feeling guided? Where do you want your vision of your business to be? How do you want to get your message out into the world? And then I can give you some action steps right away that you can put to use to take your message out to the world in an even bigger way. And then we will take a look at how I could maybe further support you. I have many different ways I work with people, from one-on-one work to home courses to meditation and intuitive training classes. So I would love to talk with you. If you'd like to apply for one of those, you can go to empoweredwomensleadership.com/session. Again, empoweredwomensleadership/session, and you can book an appointment there, and I'd love to talk with you. All right, take care. Bye-bye.